Hi there, story fans. It's time for another What's It For part. So today we'll be talking about what's this for? Old papers, magazines, drawing, playing cards, and all other kinds of things. So sometimes at home you've got old coloring books, you've got old magazines, you've got old playing cards that you used to collect or that are mismatched now, so you don't know what to do with them. I'll show you what you can do with them, and it's very creative and it's a lot of fun. So you can use these old cards and you can just change the pictures on them if you want to, or you can take ordinary cardboards. We use these ones from old shoe boxes and we printed out characters. You can draw them, you don't have to print them out, or you can use cutouts from magazines or from coloring pages, and you put pictures on the cards. On the back you can put anything or nothing, it doesn't matter. So here are some ideas of how you can use these cards. Now the first one, of course, is the memory game. Now for memory game, beware, you have to have pairs of cards to play ordinary memory game. So if you have a character from your favorite cartoon, you need two of the same or two of the same drawings or two of the same cards. Now, a second idea is you can create your own new card game. So you can change the rules. You can use the cards, but you can have different characters on them, different values. So why not make, for instance, number 2 and number 3 the strongest card there is, and you make up your own rules with a friend and then you play together. Next thing you can play is called the identity crisis game. Why identity crisis? Because I will take on a new identity and I will have no idea who I am. So you need some sort of a ribbon, some sort of a bow that you put on your head, and then you pick a card from your pile. You don't peek, I'm not going to peek. And is it okay or is it upside down? It's okay. Okay, so you put it like this. It's from an old board game that we have at home. And you try to guess who you are. So I'm no longer Anita, I'm this person or animal, and I have to ask the players who are playing with me, I have to ask them questions and try to guess who I am. So, for instance, am I an animal? Yes, I'm an animal. Am I a big animal? I'm two animals. They're helping me, they're showing me this. So I'm two animals. Tom and Jerry. Oh, I have no idea. So I'm going to just skip this one, but you can play on. And then if you guess, the card is yours. If you don't guess, it goes back to the bottom of the pile and you can keep playing until you get bored. Normally you don't really get bored, especially if you play with someone. The next thing you can do with the cards and the characters or drawings is make your own board game. It's not as difficult as it seems. What you need is, for instance, an old calendar or something, or a big poster, and then you draw a path on it, and you put your little drawings on it, or your cards with pictures on it and numbers, and you play. Of course, it would help if you had a big die like this one. If you don't know how to make this one, we showed it in one of the previous videos, but you can play with an ordinary die, whatever. So you just stick your cards to the board game and you put numbers and you play, and you can put a little bit a chocolate bar in the middle, and that can be your finish. So it would be great motivation to finish first. Who reaches the finish first gets the chocolate bar or an apple. If you don't want to glue these to the path, if you just want to play the game and then to use them for something else, you can do this. You can take a scarf, a big one, or you can take a sheet or a towel, as long as it's clean, and you can just put pictures on it as a path, so to mimic a path, but you need little numbers then on them. So don't write the numbers, you could just paste a little piece of paper on it with a number. And you play the game, and when it's done, you have your cards ready to play something else, and then you just return the scarf to whoever it belongs to, maybe your mum or your grandma, or it's yours. Next thing you can do with the little cards with pictures on them is the story maker. For the story maker, you need a little bag or a box into which you put all your cards. You can play this alone or you can play with someone else. You just pull out a card and you have to sort of say something about it as the beginning of the story. I pulled Donald Duck, so I have to say something about Donald Duck. Yesterday, I met Donald Duck. And then my friend, or my brother or sister, or whoever is playing with me, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, they pull out another card and they have to continue the story. Once upon a time, Donald Duck was maybe like a dinosaur. And then you go on and you go on and you go on. That's what you can do with the story maker. And the last one is the flash game. You know those old cameras when you can ask your parents about it. The old cameras, when they would take a picture of you, if you were in a closed space, they had a special flash and then it would flash you like this. So we're going to do this with the cards. So you play with someone and you pull out a card. You don't show it to them. When you show it to them, you just flash them the image and they have to guess what it is. That's it. Very fast. And they have to guess what it is. And then if they guess, they get the card. If they don't guess, you keep the card. And at the end of the game, the winner is the one who keeps the most cards. Now, for my next challenge, if you have any ideas of how you can use these little cards with your drawings on them or with cutouts from magazines, feel free to send them to me. Bye-bye.